to GF15, aka Gaming in 15 Minutes, with me, Matt Poole, aka The Fixer. I'm not crazy, guys. With Shay Bunny, aka Salty Shay. Don't call her Salty. With Kat. And Theo. And last but certainly not least, Angie, the happy one. Guys, welcome to the most remarkable 15 minutes in gaming. This is going to be 15 minutes in gaming where anything is possible. Everything is talking exclusively to gaming only and gaming only, people. This is the greatest show that you can watch about gaming. So if you want to hear some people talk about gaming, this is it. So let's get things started, people. Woo! Welcome, good boys and girls, people alike, to the GF15 podcast. I am your gracious host, Matt Poole, and we have the usual suspects as always. As you can see, you have Ghost. If you look on the screen, you see Ghost Matt to my right. There's Ghost Matt Poole with the hat, awesome, with the gracious Tampa Bay hat on. And as you see down below me, you see Angelic Sin.
Ayo!
Theo.
What's up?
And Kat.
Kat, I think, is still smoking a cigarette.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, Kat.
She gave you fair warning, sir.
She did. And our newcomer, our new addition to the GF15, and also another. She's gonna be on. She want to be on all the shows in the Game Fixers. Blaze.
Hello.
All right. So, if you don't understand how GF15 works, people, we each have a subject, and we talk about that subject for the 15 minutes. So Angie will get her timer out, and then we'll go for 15. There goes Kat.
Hi, I'm back.
All right, it's okay. So, guys, like further ado, I literally just like to throw somebody into the fire. Which one of you would like to go first?
Well, we can always go as nose goes.
Damn it. Okay, I guess I got to go first. Okay. Look, I was going to talk about a certain subject because I didn't care about it, but I don't feel like talking about it because I just don't feel like talking about it. Angie knows what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to talk about it.
That makes so much sense, Mac.
I know.
Like, why, Matt? If you're not going to bring it up, then why mention not bringing it up if you're not going to bring it up?
Fine then. Let's talk about it. Zelda.
Okay.
Game of Thrones. Not 20. Nah. Let's. No. There's 1UP Arcade is starting to. I'm hearing that 1UP Arcade is. This is a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. They're actually starting to get to. They're putting out a Mega Man version of their 1UP Arcade. You put Mega Man, and it's going to have Mega Man 2, and that's it. I'm a little bit upset that it's not putting Mega Man 3 on there, but they're having a 1UP Arcade. And you know how I love my Mega Man. I love Mega Man, and it's awesome. But here's my thing: and I understand that some people think Mega Man shouldn't be an arcade game, but are they going a little bit too far by putting Mega Man games like Mega Man or anything? Should they stick? My question is, should they stick to arcade games, or can they expand and go to other games?
I will say they can expand.
Okay.
I don't know anything about them, so.
I mean, no. What I'm saying is, should when you go to an arcade and you get an arcade cabinet, you expect to play an arcade game, not a game that you can get on the console. So I'm saying, would you pay money like it would for me? I don't know if it's worth it for me to go pay $200 just to go play a game that I can get online for like $5. So that's what I'm saying. Is it worth it for them to just? Is it smart for them to take games that are not arcade games and just put it in the arcade cabinet?
I mean, I think it would be an interesting concept. I don't know about paying $200 for it, but I mean, I think it would be an interesting concept to make it kind of an arcade game. I don't know how they would do it. I really don't.
Right. Yeah, you just look like you want to say something.
I'm trying to phrase it properly because for me, being a collector, it's more of that collection aspect of it. That's what a lot of these arcade one-up is kind of portraying almost, is that these are more of the collectible items over, is it a game? Am I going to be releasing an actual, like, if it's a console game, like being put into a cabinet, like it's just like that era. Like, for instance, one of my favorite streamers, like, she has 3 arcade games right now,
right?
Or arcade cabinets, and one of them is definitely a game you can find on console. It's a game that I've played personally on console, but it's in an arcade cabinet. Right. And so it's definitely more, I feel like Arcade 1-Up is definitely more geared towards those collectors and nostalgia players of these certain types of games that you would find in an arcade. It's just that collector thing.
Right. And I understand what you're saying, but look, Andrew, you got anything to say, or?
No.
Blaze, what do you think?
I understand both sides of wanting the cabinets where you can have multiple games versus just buying individual arcade games. Because not everybody's like Jeffree Star and has a whole house dedicated to arcade and pinball games. I mean, we wish we could do that. But me, considering the games that I would want from an arcade to be in a cabinet will never be in one, I'm kind of almost indifferent because I want something like, well, there's like Carn Evil is a really old school first game that I like, and I don't have audio from you. I see like Andy's tweeting. Did it drop me?
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
Okay. I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, it dropped me again. But also another one that I absolutely love is Rage. That was just the dinosaur fighting. You know, it was like the dinosaur. And it was gory and it was awesome. And so to see something like those games, they're cool. But obviously, when you go to translate into the cabinets, the games like and most of this just like Time Stop, and let's want to start with the C. And you kill the second boss is Tanya, and you get to flamethrower. Time Crisis. That's what I'm thinking. Time Crisis. Like those aren't gonna go over well. So I think like some people get the cabinets for this item, but it's better just pick up the arcade game. So
yeah, I can understand what you're saying. Man, see me. I mean, me as a Mega. I mean, this is me speaking as a Mega Man fan, and I'm not mad at him for doing this because I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna buy it as a Mega Man fan because it's Mega Man and Mega Man 2 in the arcade. I'm gonna buy it, but at the same token, he said my audio's low. What the heck? Okay.
We can hear you fine.
Okay. But at the same token, trying to make sure that this is better. I know you can hear, but I don't think everybody else can hear me. Sorry about that. Let's see. I know the problem. Sorry about that. Let me fix this super fast. I think I know the problem. Turn this down. Turn this up. Okay. So I think the issue is I understand where Mega Man, I'm a Mega Man fan and I love arcade games. And I don't think Mega Man, I'm gonna buy it because it's Mega Man and I understand what Theo's saying. But I think there's so many arcade games that they could do that I think they could do better. I'm not saying they just literally won't Mega Man because of the brand and what it is, but
Like, in fairness, was Mega Man ever in an arcade format? I don't think it was. I think it was strictly NES only.
I mean, you technically Mega Man 1 could work as an arcade because you are getting points. So it could work. I don't know if it could work for like Mega Man.
And it's
2.
3 side scroller, so I mean, there's that.
That's 2, and I think side scrollers doesn't work. See, I'm one of those that are waiting for I am waiting literally for X-Men, literally for waiting for the X-Men arcade or the Simpsons. I'm waiting for those arcade cabinets. I have been waiting for that so long because I want to hear Magneto literally shout, X-Men, welcome to die! I want to hear that.
Oh, I want to see Storm like go. Oh man, that was so fun. Honestly, I played that game. That's some major nostalgia for me.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a very, very good friend that isn't with me anymore. He passed away many years ago. But anytime I play an arcade game, I put in his initials in his honor because like me and him always for like every weekend we were playing game together, and that was our thing. And I miss that. So that's like if I can get my hands on that game.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I want that arcade.
One of our childhood, you know.
Yeah, and those are the type of games that you want. And I do applaud them for putting out for games like Street Fighter and Final Fight, and hell, I even applaud them for putting out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Thank you. That's a good one. Yeah, that was very fun on arcade.
I applaud them for doing stuff like that, but I think they're trying to go too out there that they should like stick close to home because there's so much more that they could do. I mean, I saw a cabinet where they're doing I heard that they're doing a cabinet where it's what is it? They're doing a NFL Blitz, which I love. I want to play that. And they're also planning on doing NBA Jam, which is this is really
I haven't played that game in years.
Yeah, I know, right? And they're making those cabinets. So that's something I'm interested in. It's not like they're running out of ideas. I think they're doing that by saying running out of ideas. I was like, there's so many games that you could pick out.
Zach says that Mega Man Battle Clash was an arcade game. So...
Yeah, but they're not putting Mega Man Battle Clash on that game system. It's going to be from what I saw, it's Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2. I agree, Mega Man Clash will work, but they're not putting Clash on there because I would like if they're doing Mega Man Clash, I'd like to see they should have done to put a Street Fighter game, Mega Man Clash, and then Mega Man Clash 2. Now, well, no, fuck it. Fuck Mega Man Clash 2 because that sucked. Mega Man Clash and Mega Man and another two fighting games. That'll be interesting. Heck, I think Zach's gonna get pissed off and he'll cuss me out about this, but you can come in the YouTube chat and talk shit about it. But SNK will working on one up arcades. I'm the only one laughing at that. But see, I just feel like I understand what Theo's saying. I'm just like, nobody's talking about this. It's like I'm the only one talking about it. It's not interesting enough, or
no, it's not that. I haven't heard much about this topic, so I was just hearing from you guys like about the topic.
Yeah, same. I don't really play Mega Man either. I haven't since I was a kid.
Well, it's not Mega Man. It's more so taking. I'm just saying it's taking a game that's not an arcade and putting it in an arcade.
I mean, there's only a few games that can successfully work like that. They can't take something like Call of Duty and turn it into an arcade game. There is no possible way to be able to successfully do that. There are other games such as Mega Man that can do that, though. So
Okay.
they are very selective on different game types and things like that. Side scrollers are ones that are very good to be compatible with a arcade cabinet.
Okay, I can understand that, and I could take that to heart because you're not going to take stuff like Call of Duty and make it better. I mean, there are
Yeah, there's
some.
way too many buttons and way too many commands for on a controller to be able to put into a cabinet successfully.
Mhm.
Because generally cabinets have the Joy-Con and then usually 4 buttons maybe, where a controller has a lot.
I had 6, if I recall correctly. I mean, guys, for purposes, I played Tekken on a. The last time I played Tekken in an arcade format, I believe it was 6 buttons. It was Tekken 4. I think it was. I'm pretty certain it was 6-button layout. So I'm like, that's your 4, and then your triggers or your R1L1. So it's almost possible, but then you don't have the 2 triggers that you need. One for flashbang, etc., grenades, and then actually shooting. So that does make it hard. Plus, how would you go in and out of first person in an arcade format? Like, how do you give it that command?
That's a good question because, I mean, I don't think was Tekken. The question still, my thing is, was Tekken originally an arcade game or was it for the
Yes,
for the PlayStation?
Yes, Tekken was originally an arcade game. Tekken 1, Tekken 2, which is technically Tekken 1, Tekken Tag, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 4, 5. I don't know if 6 was on arcade. I can only assume that it was. I did play it a bit on PlayStation, so I need to buy that.
Right. I'm not trying to speak because I thought it wasn't. Was it originally an arcade game? Because
I think it was. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
I know it was. That was one I cut my teeth on. That was. I mean, it's not my original fighting game, but it's one of my favorite fighting games, and so I love it.
Right. I mean, 4 is better than I think
Mac.
4.
Tekken 4 is my favorite.
Zach
Right.
says that they already have a minicade and plug and play for SNK.
Oh, my internet. They have a what?
What?
The internet is being wonky.
It's okay.
They have a minicade and a plug and play for SNK.
Well, we know about that, Zach. But Zach, why don't you come in the YouTube chat and talk junk about that?
Because he's over here helping support Flendos. Okay, it's all good. He's still watching.
All right, but yeah, but I understand that. I'm just saying there are a lot of mutual, is Virtual Fighter would work. I mean, even though I don't like Virtual Fighter and I think it sucks.
Well, I think most hand-to-hand combat fighting games would work as an arcade or anything of the such.
Right, and I'm not trying to say that Mega Man won't work. I'm just saying it's just arcade games you need a point-based system, and there's a lot of people that's like Mega Man 1 will work because it's a point-based system.
Right.
Points, you can work your points and get a high score. But with stuff like 2 and 3, it's not going to work that much. So that's my issue with that.
I mean, I'm sure they could make it as such. I mean, if they're already gonna change it enough to throw it into an arcade, they'd probably add some sort of point-based system.
Yeah, because that means you would have to beat all the bosses, and yeah, I think it could work. But it could work. It could work. I just don't. I'm not, like I said. I'm planning on, if it comes out, I'm gonna buy it. But I'm not trying to say. I just want to know: is it worth? Is it? I mean, do we all want to see One Up Arcade just take these old class? Because they could it work with like for say like Zelda or Mario or any of those games? You know what I'm saying? Andrew's like quiet when I said that.
No, I was just trying to. No, I was just registering. So are you saying you don't think any of those games should be you personally?
I don't think those should be, but I don't think it should be because they attempted it, but it had to be so. For example, the first RPG based arcade game. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but the first game that was probably almost like Zelda, but it was like RPG, but it had that, not RPG, but it just the thing that was sort of like Zelda, but it's not even close to. I'm not saying it's exactly like it. It's not close to it, but Dragon's Lair was almost like that because you literally had to pick your side, and it literally made you choose your choice. And that's another game I like to see as an arcade. I love to see Dragon's Lair. I mean, even though I hated it, but I ain't gonna lie, I love to get some nostalgia and play some Dragon's Lair. It was an interesting game. You know, I'm just saying. I think they're how can I put it? They're reaching for big titles to get people to pay for $200 to get it. And if they just stick within the side, I'm saying if they stay within the circle of arcade games, I think they can get more people to draw in. Because I ain't gonna lie, I mean, I'm telling you right now, they do X-Men Arcade. You got my money already. I'm already gonna buy it. Like X-Men card, yes.
Well, wouldn't you think that X-Men though would be a bigger title to grab for than Mega Man in that case?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean,
are they gonna get the licensing with Fox owning that?
No,
I
don't think they.
Can't have it.
No, I think that's Konami. They got to get Konami because it's Konami.
Okay.
I think it's Konami.
I know that phones like the right, and that's how it screwed up the whole Marvel universe itself is separate from the X-Men universe in theatrical. So I wasn't certain who had those rights because.
But yeah, that made me think about it for a minute. I was like, wait a minute, Konami owned it. No
Zach says that you could make a Steel Battalion arcade cab as a collector's item, considering how hard it is to find a functional and reasonable price controller.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if you can find some of those games that are hard, like Mega Man is so easy to find these days. You just go buy the collection, but stuff like Snatcher and all these Sega CD games would be harder to do. They would take that game and probably do something like that. You might make a bundle out of it. Just get the games that are hard to get on your system, and then make it an arcade game. And I think that would work. But anyway, I think I'm out of time.
Actually, I was gonna say the timer just started going off.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Hey, who's next? I'm gonna start picking people.
Roll for initiative.
Everybody get down.
Thing.
Whoops.
I still have sauce to eat.
You better eat the shit out of that sauce.
Well, I am. It's my only happy thing going for me. I don't want this to be a depressing podcast, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
Things
so
are kinda
good.
Things are kind of in the shithole right now.
I mean, I'm waiting to eat my Twinkie. So, Theo, you got something?
I don't know where Theo's at.
I am here, but I'm actually having a migraine kick in and it hurts a lot, so I'm actually going to hop off right now.
Okay, no problem. No, it's okay, Theo. Sorry about that.
I hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah,
It
feel
just
better.
kicked in and it's right behind my right eye and it hurts so freaking bad.
I understand.
I feel like those are the kind of the worst.
Mhm.
They're right
They
behind your
suck.
eye.
Yeah, it's kicking my butt.
Well, I hope you feel better, Theo.
Thank you.
Yeah, feel
Cold
better.
compress.
Huh?
Cold
Yeah,
compress.
Cold compress.
Like a cold washcloth across your face. I think it's
Thank
cold,
you.
or is it hot? No, I'm pretty sure it's cold. Yeah, cold
Yeah.
washcloth across the face I think usually helps.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll definitely try that.
All right.
Sorry, I keep leaning on my my chair arm and it keeps moving. So I fall. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll go if I can think of a topic really quick. I guess we can talk about Animal Crossing, even though it's just gonna make me angry.
Oh.
Or you can talk about Sims.
Nothing news happened with The Sims right now.
Nothing
Yeah.
really news happened with The Sims.
I can
Yeah.
talk about the Sims.
You don't know
No.
anything about The Sims.
You're damn right I don't. I'm gonna enjoy my Twinkie.
Yeah, you eat
Do
your
that.
Twinkie.
All right. Well, as we all know, Animal Crossing New Horizons was released this past Friday, April 20th, or technically yesterday. And with everything that's been going on in the world, for those of y'all that have gotten to play it, have any of y'all gotten to play it yet?
No.
Are
Oh,
they for
man.
15 minutes. I didn't get much into it because I literally had to fight with. I've been having an issue for my Switch. When my daughter was 9, I got the Switch, and honestly, there was no titles that I really wanted to play other than the basic Mario stuff. So I'm like, here, like, it's basically going to be yours for now. And when Animal Crossing finally gets released or Professor Layton, now you're in, it's going to be mine again. But I set up her account. I had the parental controls and everything, and it required when I established her account, because of her being under the age of 13 by law, that it needed a parental email address. I entered mine. I had not set up my account and linked it onto the Switch. I just had generic little, it's there, but I didn't do anything with it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I've been going around with Nintendo for a few days now, between trying to get a person on the phone, which is impossible, through all the menu options. I tried everything just so I could get a human to go, hey, can you be someone that could help me with this issue? That's not an option. I was texting back and forth with them. I couldn't get the chat to come up. I guess they're slammed right now with the coronavirus thing going on. So a lot of people are home and reaching out because of whatever. But I finally was able, with text message, able to contact me via phone today, and got it moderately resolved. It's not the perfect resolution, but it works for now. So I only got about 15 minutes into the gameplay, but I did get a little plate crossing Pocket Camp on my phone. So they've done a little crossover with that to get players excited about it. And,
as if they weren't already.
right.
Like,
I was kind of screwed up with my camp, but I like that you get to work with everybody as a team, even though you're doing obviously the brunt of the work, which is fine. But knowing that there was more customization options, I just haven't gotten far yet to where I can really more in depth like customize my character. I'm just in the basic stages. Like I got to the whole point where you get to sleep the first night in your tent, went up, opened my mail, and decorated my tent, and then I just walked out, saved the game because I had to get ready for the show tonight. But as soon as I'm done here, the very next thing I'm going to do is fire up the Switch and get into it. I want to get to where
I see that side eye, like, I see that Switch is going to be mine.
It's right, like literally, like, and I'm really, really looking forward to the whole more customization, because you don't get that option than the other one.
I think that's what I'm most excited about as well, is the fact that you can change your character so much easier. Like you can change their face however you want to, unlike previous games where you were stuck with the one face after answering questions from a cat's.
Is it triangle face?
Yes.
Yeah, so
I love that you get to like decorate your own clothes and stuff too.
Yeah, you can decorate your own clothes. You can do face paint. I think you can change your eye color.
Mm-hmm.
You can do all these different things. Like I read one post, this girl was really excited because of the face painting. She's gonna be able to put like a birthmark on her character's face, like her.
That's
so it's
adorable though.
Yeah, so it's finally allowing her to have a character in a game that looks like her, and I think that's amazing, honestly, that we get that now.
Yeah, especially this is like what, the 6th incarnation of Animal Crossing now, I believe.
I think so, because there was the one for the GameCube, Wild World, City Folk, New Leaf. There was another one. I feel like I'm missing one.
For what?
I feel it. What was? No, City Folk was for the Wii. I feel like there's one that I'm missing before New Leaf and before. Yeah, we're gonna Google this.
I know. Google.
Titles. Oh, type correctly. Okay, so there's Animal Crossing Wild World, City Folk, New Leaf, Newest, Happy Home Designer, Amiibo Festival, and then Pocket Camps on the phones. So I won't really count the one on the phone because it's a little different. I call it a tap game because that's all you tap. I love it though; it's really addictive. So
I haven't played on it for a minute.
On its 7th incarnation currently, if you exclude the app itself.
I thought there was
the app that brings it to 8. That's 8 titles.
Yeah, I could have sworn there was another one for like the DS or something that wasn't New Leaf, but maybe I am just thinking about Wild World because that was actually the first one I played.
City Folk is the first one. I have that. It's
Yeah, City Folks on the
Bless you,
Wii.
bless you.
but it's also on the DS. And then
Oh, okay.
they released New
I didn't
Leaf
know they put
as
that
a
on the
follow-up
DS.
to it.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
It is 2005, and a lot of stuff was going on DS at that time.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
there was also
City
the
Folk
original.
released in 2008.
We just saw it as soon as you landed there.
It's not saying. Oh, platform. They also put the original Animal Crossing on the DS. Apparently, I thought that was just for GameCube.
Or maybe that's the one
Excuse me,
that
sorry.
came out. 'Cause I have it's like right there, but or wait, no, it might be in this one. Hold on. It's camp. It is not that side. So I can open it. Wild World is the one that they released because
Yeah, I know that one was on the DS.
Guru. So there's that one. And that's the original one. This is the one that came as a bundle. Aside from getting the Mario bundle, there was the Animal Crossing bundle with the DS when it first came out. That actually was my first gaming system that I ever purchased myself. Aside from my first one truly was basically the NES, because I was gifted the Atari 2600 and 1800s from my half brother when I was a wee little thing. So this was my first system as an adult. My first adult purchase was a DS, and I love it, but I'm super addicted to little things like, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and then the other Animal Crossings I can play on here. But I love that there's more customization now than there was, because I hated the red jack-o'-lantern cut nose.
Yeah.
I felt that was one of the things. And honestly, I hope that the designing process is easier in the new version for New Horizons than it was in previous ones, because
I mean, it looks like you could just actually
basic
paint it.
horrible flag. Okay, mine's a very horrible, done, very pixelated looking flag. I was just trying to do the V for Vendetta logo because I was like, I can't draw. My skills are horrible, so I was just trying to make something, and it was a pain. But even that was tricky. Some new way will be easier, so we'll see.
Yeah. I definitely think it will be. Again, I haven't gotten to play it, but from what I've seen, it looks like customization's a lot easier. And as far as the pricing of everything goes, like how many bells you have to spend on everything, it looks kind of about the same. It doesn't seem like they're price gouging. Nook's not price gouging us now.
No, he charges you, since you don't have bells to start off with. There's this miles program thing.
Yeah,
so
and you can
instead
get
of,
some really cool stuff with that. Yeah, like when we were watching Meg Turney's earlier, you can redeem Nook Miles to get hairstyle packages, so you can unlock more hairstyles, more clothes. I think you can buy this ticket that can take you to a different island where you can gather more resources. I don't think you can build on it or anything. You can just go there and gather resources, kind of like the private island in New Leaf.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little bit bigger, and I don't know if there's any people on it. So
That'd be cool though if there was actual people on the other island, and it was another place you could set up.
yeah. One thing I've also seen is you have to ask villagers to move in. I don't think they automatically move in, and you don't automatically start with villagers like you did in New Leaf or previous installments. So
you
I'm kind of wondering.
two.
You start with two.
Maybe it's the same two, but you start with two, and maybe the two that you based on the island setup. Because there's more that you can choose in the very beginning. But each one the same. I don't know. Would be and Sylvia as my two little camper people with me, or villagers, or whatever we're going to be on the deserted island here. Like I said in the beginning, I think I screwed up by picking the one I picked because you can't cross your rivers yet, and so I picked the one that had a lake that's shaped like a heart. I was like, oh, how cute is that? I picked that one, and now I'm like, ooh, I really regret that. Now I don't have as much land space in my immediate area. So I'm like, please, very soon, let me build a bridge across the river so I can go to the other part, please.
Don't you have? You can get a pole that allow you to vault across the rivers. I don't know when you get that or how you get that, but Yeah, from the trailers and gameplay I've seen, there's this pole that you can get before you can build bridges, and it allows you to vault across the rivers.
That would
Again,
be helpful. I wanted
I don't know
to
how you get that.
like tent by the Heartland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to because I don't even have I haven't found out how to get the fishing pole or the net yet. I want to get stuff. I need to start farming now. I need to start hoarding all things. I have money.
I'm pretty sure you have to craft those because there's this new crafting system.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say you have
it
to
gives you a
craft it.
recipe.
Yeah.
When you wake up from your first night and you wake up and you come out of your tent, like Nook wakes you up, and then you can check your mailbox. And when you do, you're gonna get 2 pieces of mail from Nintendo. One, when you open it up, will have a Nintendo Switch you can decorate with in your tent, and that's awesome. It's really cute. My daughter even freaked out. She's like, "Oh, it's so cute!" And I'm like, "I know." It's even got the red and blue the Joy-Cons, so that was cool. But then it also gives you a DIY, so do-it-yourself crafting table, but it's like a recipe. And when you go to open it, it's like I should learn how to read this or memorize it. That was it. And I was like, well, how the hell do I do that? And I'm like button mashing, try this button, try this button. So I haven't figured that part out yet, but it's in my inventory taking up space. So I hope I figure it out soon because that might be the key to getting the pole, getting the net, start all the farming, get the grind on, get loaded, decorate it up.
Yeah. So yeah.
Can we also show some appreciation for the console that they put out with the game?
Yes. Oh my god, it's
cute,
so cute.
and I love that little mint green and blue.
Yes.
The Joy-Cons that they did.
My friend got it, and have y'all looked on the back? Have y'all seen pictures of the back? So it's got
No.
So the back is black, but it's got little designs on it that if you look at them, they're like villagers and Animal Crossing symbols, like little houses and the leaf, and it's adorable. My friend that I used to work with, she got it and she brought it to work last week. And oh my god, it's just so cute. My boyfriend was trying to convince me to get it before I lost my job. Should have listened, should have gotten it.
Aww.
And I was like, no, I just want to get the Switch Lite because it's like $100 cheaper. But I'm like, it's so cute though. So cute.
Quick question. Do any of these does this game have guns?
No. It's Animal Crossing. It's farming and crafting.
Dear God, not every game has
God,
guns.
Mac, what's wrong with you?
First,
not every game has to be violent.
Yeah, for real. First, he wants to add a killer robot suit to a cute puppy game that's called Rescue Pets, and now he wants to add guns to Animal Crossing.
How could you do that to Rescue Pets, man?
Yeah, dude.
Look.
Even Lucy's freaking out at you.
Yeah.
Lucy's probably like, yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. I'm just saying.
I mean, look. I want to see. Look, I just want to spice this game up a little. I understand we don't need guns.
You don't need to spice it up by throwing killer robots.
Why am I?
Okay, look.
Cameron didn't want
feel
to focus.
like my Terminator pet thing would sell money and tickets. Just literally,
it would not.
Literally say, get
that's actually a episode of what is it, Rick and Morty?
Yeah, that would be awesome with it. That was awesome.
I'm stealing ideas from Rick and Morty.
No.
We all saw how it turned out when the dogs got smarter and the dogs got robot suits. They turned us into their slaves.
Well, no, that's because Jared was a fucking idiot, and then he said I'm gonna tell it like it is. Look, it's because Jerry literally fixed the dog. That's the only reason. And he went to.
You mean Rick put on a talking smart helmet on the dog, and then Jerry basically abused it.
Because that's just what Jerry does.
Basically.
Okay, do you want on my lap or not, Lucy? You're confusing me. Okay, she doesn't.
Okay, somebody said, imagine you all
And
talk shit.
That's the
to
15.
Tom Nook or Isabella, and you pull out an Uzi. Yeah, that's cool.
Is that on YouTube or Twitch? 'Cause
Twitch. Pull out an Uzi.
Imagine you talk shit to Tom Nook or Isabel and they pull out an Uzi.
Point.
Is that like the old school version of playing Duck Hunt where you shoot the dog?
You know what? And Duck Hunt was fucking awesome. But I
The
mean,
dog is the original fucking troll.
He is.
yeah, but I know it sounds bad. I know it sounds very bad to say this. I want to know, is it bad for me to say this, Angie, or you think I'm not thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking, and if you're already questioning it, maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, we all wanted to do something to something in the game Duck Hunt.
Shoot the fucking dog, yes.
I didn't say it.
Why do you think that's so bad? Because we've all admitted it before.
We all want to shoot that damn dog.
Yes.
I mean, I was like,
Mean troll.
yeah, he's just like, ha, you didn't shoot them ducks. Fuck you, dog. You're supposed to catch the ducks. Yeah, it's the hardest thing to aim your damn. I never got any ducks.
It's even better when someone else is using the D-pad to fly the ducks around the screen. Oh my god, you got behind me and I didn't notice Ned standing there with the flash gun. Oh my god.
Nah, what was funny was Dorky did something very wrong. It was terrible. And I admit this is a terrible thing. He shot the dog and literally put birdseed on the dog so the ducks can get close to him. When he shot the ducks. That was dark.
That is dark.
Yeah, it's dark. But anyway, let's talking about Duck Hunt because it got dark.
You brought
We're
it up.
supposed to be talking about Animal Crossing,
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure my time ended long.
Yeah,
time ago.
yeah.
It did,
Your
it
time
did.
ended right before Mac brought up the.
the robots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Come wolf with me if you want the wolf.
You're so strange sometimes, Mac. I don't understand you.
It takes. You got to go into a mind of insanity to understand me. It's called South Carolina.
Oh dear God.
All right, who's next?
It's
Angie.
between you two.
Angie plays.
I didn't really have like a lot to talk about on mine, so I guess I could just go real quick because mine's just like
What is it? Is it?
mine's not released yet.
What is it? Is it George R.R. Martin's? Is it George?
No, it's Pokemon Sword and Shield, the expansion passes.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's really cool that like each game has their own like separate little expansion pass, and it gives you like an extra like place to go to, and you get extra clothes, and it's really cute looking.
Well,
And then there's new
can you-
Pokemon, and
cool.
yeah.
Can you go to the Johto or original regions and get some badges?
No, I don't think you can go to the original regions, but
I mean,
it's Pokemon Sword and Shield.
I want more badges. I want to take over the world in Pokemon. I'm an evil genius. I want to take over the world. I am the Pokemon master.
You're not Giovanni, sir. No.
Look, I'm not Giovanni. I know, but I am red.
You
You-
wish.
And you are red. And you are red. And you're blue.
But anyway, like the first expansion pack, which I think is for Sword, yeah. The Isle of Armor is gonna be for Sword, and that's gonna be coming out, they said June of 2020, so this year. Yay. And then the second one, the Crown of Tundra, is gonna be for Shield, and that one's gonna be coming out this fall.
See, this is my problem. Is this the first game you really cannot get Mewtwo, or the expansion pack is a sling that you probably can get them?
I don't know about that because I don't think they have Mewtwo in this new one.
See, that's what I want. I want Mewtwo. I really want Mewtwo.
Well, they have different legendaries.
I understand, and Angie, I'm still wondering when I'm.
Mewtwo's not in every single game.
Yeah, but I mean, Angie, I need Mewtwo so I can beat your ass into Pokemon Sword and Shield. You know?
No.
Yeah.
No.
My center dance will kick your ass. Yeah.
I guess going more related to Pokemon as well. Pokemon Go did a thing not too long ago where if you go to the shop, it's only like 1 gold piece, and you could get like 30 incense. So anybody who has to stay at home and can't really go anywhere, they can catch Pokemon still just at home, and they increase the spawn rates and stuff like that of Pokemon.
Well, yeah, but that's messed up. So they're telling you to social distance yourself, but hey, go outside and to Pokemon Go.
No, that's why they had it in the shop, so then you can stay at home, because the incense in Pokemon Go attracts wild Pokemon to your spot.
That's fun.
That's true.
That is fun because you just can go in your house. I mean, yeah, but how long will it last? I mean, this.
And I already bought mine, so I was just like, it was only 1 gold piece for 30 of them. That's a really good deal.
Point, yeah. I mean, I stopped playing Pokemon Go after a while when I figured out that, I can't battle nobody.
Well, you can now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, and you've been able to at least I thought you could at gyms and stuff, but I stopped playing it when it ended up making me find a stray cat in the middle of the street one night. And so I ended up taking the cat home and named it Pogo, short for Pokemon Go. And yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not playing a game that's going to have me out of the house, finding wild animals to be bringing home. No, I'm going to ask.
There was a time where I almost got hit doing Pokemon Go. I was like, oh my God, it's a Pidgeotto! Oh my God! And some of the, are you getting the hell out of my way? No, I'm catching a Pidgeotto!
See, now, what you have a friend, one of you drives, and the other one is choosing with the Pokemon games. Me and my friend did this when I was back home in St. Louis. I was trying to help my daughter because she plays it, so I have her on my phone, and I'm doing this and I'm doing the count. I was like, quick, there's a Squirtle. He popped a curve into the Burger King parking lot to whip it in to get the Squirtle. I'm like, well, I didn't mean right here. You could have turned in where you're supposed to. And he's like, why you had the Squirtle? And I'm like, dude, don't kill us. This is why you're supposed to drive and I'm supposed to be doing the tapping. So get a better driver friend and then you'll be good. Because that's not the norm.
I remember when Pokemon Go started, and then there was the person that actually, one of the people that actually helped create or servers that fix Pokemon Go went to Valhalla, went to Valhalla went into a subway, and literally was just everybody was just in there, and then he just literally got his phone out and caught a Pikachu in there, and everybody went wild. Like, there's a Pikachu in that subway. Everybody started invading that subway, and it's like, what do you so welcome to Subway. What do you want? I said, no, shut the fuck up. Pikachu. I mean, that's true story. Everybody invaded that one. And then I went to work one day, and we went to that Subway, and people were just going in there like, what are these kids doing in here? And it was like, they're picking up a Pikachu. What? I said, wait a minute. Let me go pick me up.
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff to Pokemon Go where you can actually be in your house and still get experience and catch Pokemon and stuff like that.
Right.
Cool.
I mean, now. So how much time you got, Angie?
I got 8.5 minutes still.
Okay, so let's talk about what's the best Pokemon game.
The best Pokemon game?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of hard because each
Gold.
Pokemon game has their own special thing.
Gold. Gold, 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 gold. Sorry, gold. It's gold for me. Gold. Gold.
After
Pokemon.
Rousey, she's like all about some Pokemon Go, or not Pokemon Go, but all the Pokemon games. She's played them all, like Red, Blue, Gold, Pearl. Like,
To me,
I-
Pokemon.
I love all of them. They're so awesome.
See, Pokemon Gold is the best one to me because you get to go back and you get to go challenge the trainer and you get to kick his ass. You know. I mean, that's my thing. I'm still waiting on my challenge. I'm still challenging you, Andrew. I'm still waiting for my. You still haven't responded.
To challenge? What challenge?
Challenge when I kick your ass in Pokemon Sword and Shield. You know.
Oh, did you send me a challenge a while ago?
No, I challenged you verbally. You know.
Oh, verbally. Well,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think.
I just recently got the Nintendo Online, so I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I mean.
Because that's a whole other thing, is that you have to do Nintendo Online for the Switch to actually battle your friends online.
So you gotta pay for it?
yeah, it's like $20 a year, and the family one's like 35, I think, or maybe it's 25 and then 35, something like that.
Fuck that ain't
Something
worth
like
it.
that. I was gifted a year subscription, so thank you. But
Oh, fuck that! I'm not paying $50. No.
no, it's not. Well, it's not $50
No.
like for the year. It's like 25 or
25.
20 for the year for yourself, and then for the family, it's 35.
It's 35
Hmm.
for the whole.
I
Yeah,
may look into that. I may look into that.
and that's for the that's for the year,
I may look into that. Yeah.
and then you can actually play Tetris 99.
I know, I saw that. My daughter's like, "What's up with Tetris?" And I'm like, "Don't even like.
It
don't
was
even. It's like the best game ever."
it was chaotic.
Like, I mean, yeah, Tetris 99. You got me thinking. I'll kick somebody's ass in Tetris. Is there Contra Super C, the best Game Boy game? Why you got silent every time I talk?
Well, no, I don't know Contra. I've never played Contra.
I never had a Game Boy.
How
I
dare
went
you?
from
You
the
don't know what
NES
Contra
to
is?
the DS Live.
I've never heard of it either.
I mean, that's like the best Zelda game ever is, Link's Awakening. But
I know one person I can ask.
what?
Hey, babe. Oh, he's probably playing Tarkov. Hold on, let me text him real quick.
But yeah, the best Zelda game we
Are you
know
dead?
is- Who, me?
No, never mind.
I'm alive. So
No,
like,
not you. Sorry, I was.
it's okay. Andrew, the best Zelda game is Link's Awakening.
Well, that's debatable.
I mean, yeah, it is. How much time you got?
5 minutes.
It looks like we're still.
Hey, babe.
I told you we
What's
don't
the
have to
best
do
Zelda
the whole
game?
time.
Link to the Past.
Okay.
I was gonna
You said
say Link to the Past is
Link's Awakening.
What was the
What?
one none of us had heard of that you just said?
Link's
Contra.
Contra. What is Contra?
Contra's a game for the NES.
Oh!
Did you ever play it?
What's it about? What
Did you like it?
It's two
Okay.
guys shooting the shit out of things.
Oh, I don't know what that is either.
You get 99 lives.
Oh.
Konami code? Oh my gosh, no! If you
No,
if you
'cause they had
tell your,
mentioned it.
Alexa, if you tell your Alexa the Konami code, it'll like tell you like a random thing, and it's really cool.
Yeah,
Because
most of us had never heard of it. Mac had mentioned it. And like,
I've heard
I
the
know one
title,
person
but
that knows.
I've never played it. So.
Yeah. I'm like, he knows
Link's
everything.
Awakening, you're wrong.
Hopefully, how
It's-
to fix my Streamlabs later.
Tell him I said Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening, you're wrong. You're wrong. Oh, damn it. Cat.
Couldn't hear you yelling anyway.
Ah,
It's going
damn.
through my headphones.
Oh, fuck. Your boyfriend's wrong, by the way. It's not Link to the Past. It's good.
My boyfriend is not wrong.
He's not wrong. Link to the Past
Never
is.
wrong.
It's okay, but Link's Awakening.
What do you mean it's okay?
I mean,
I think Mac just doesn't know what a good game is.
I do know what a good game is because Link's Awakening is actually good. I mean, it's a
Why is my
dream.
hair falling out?
It's a dream, guys. It's a dream. I like it. It's a dream. And I cried when the Windfish said "Awaken, Wink." I cried. I ain't gonna lie.
Awaken Wink.
Yeah. Well,
You-
mine was obviously Mac.
But you didn't even say Link.
Yeah,
You
you said
said
Wink.
Wink.
Okay. Back to Pokemon for a minute. Has anybody named named Gary asshole or assface or dumbass or ass fuck or fuck you. I named them asshole. Anybody do
Play
that?
Pokemon.
No.
Wow,
If I
Mac.
catch my daughter doing that, that might be a problem.
What?
I mean,
If I
I've
catch
named
my
my
daughter doing that, that
Pokemon.
might be a problem.
Oh,
I've named my Pokemon like there's one I named Dad Ass, so it's like Dad Ass evolved. Dad Ass just used Thundershock.
I think I saw a person with the Pokemon named These Nuts.
these nuts evolved into these nuts. Oh God, that'll be funny. These nuts are evolving. Oh shit.
Here,
I think
Do you just want to cut it off now, Mac? There's only
Yeah.
like 2.5 minutes. We can go to Blazes.
okay.
topic.
Blaze got a topic now. Or we?
I've got like a bit of an amalgam of topics, but first I wanted to let everybody know because this was just noted. This news came out like 6, maybe close to 7 hours ago now. For anybody that likes the Tomb Raider games, the Square Enix from the 2013 Tomb Raider and Lara Croft is going to be available for free this weekend only on Steam, as well as the Temple of Iris will be available this weekend. They're doing to help promote with everybody stay at home. So hashtag stay home and play. That's something that they're for people right now to be able to download and have for free, to be able to play it and encourage people to stay home and self-quarantine just to try to help, maybe keep the contamination down and keep from being bored out of your mind, because not everybody's got enough books and if you go to the library, that's a bad idea.
And it's on
So,
Steam.
I just wanted people to know that it's on Steam. And that's going to be this weekend until I think the cutoff is going to actually be. They're estimating it will be up until Monday the 23rd at 23:59 PDT, or 6:59 GMT on Tuesday, or sorry, the 24th. So just make sure you get it by Monday, basically both of them. So it's 2 games you can get for free right now and be able to download and play them and have access. Now your access to them will not go away after that time, but your ability to get them will go away at that time. So just basically make sure that you get it before it's Monday.
Okay.
You got a little bit of time. You can get your games, get them free.
Can I show y'all something
so
real quick
again,
for my
if
Animal
you're
Crossing
people
lovers?
aware-
If y'all can,
Yes.
is this gonna? You see those?
Oh my God! Whale tags!
Those are apparently whale sharks in New Horizons.
Whale
I just think we'll flip back over and not be so damn bright. But yeah, those are it's being stupid now because it's all bright. But whale sharks, they're freaking huge.
There you go. There you go. Focus. That's
They're
awesome.
huge and detailed, and I love it.
I love how much detail they have in that. That is
The
awesome.
detail they've got on the new fish is fantastic. That was something that when
So,
the
yeah.
crossover with Pocket Camp happened, was there was a fishing tourney, and Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy were there, and instead of turning into Chip, you were turning the fish into Nook, but the fish you were pulling out, there's always specialty fish that come during the fishing tourneys in the Pocket Camp game. It was saying, that it was New Horizon, or no, it was Island, like Island red snapper. And when I pick a regular red snapper up, it looks different. It had more detail. It was more detailed and more realistic, while yet still being absolutely adorable and cute, which is a little perplexing because it's a fish and red snappers in real life are pretty damn ugly. But I was like, oh, it's so nice. It was really
Yeah, I know they look cute. I know they look cute,
And,
but you do know we cook red snappers, right?
I mean, I won't. I mean,
I'm glaring at you, Mac.
Throwing it with some sliced lemon and pop that in the oven, but
I'll be
What-
right back, guys.
What'd you say, Kat? What'd you say, Kat, to me about me?
Oh, I said I was glaring at you, but I'll be right back.
I knew she was glaring at me. I liked it.
as far as the rest of what I was wanting to talk about though is I'm a huge ESO fan. For those that don't know, the Elder Scrolls Online is not Skyrim 2.0. It's not Skyrim 2. It's not a sixth installment. It's a separate installment. It's an MMORPG. And recently, Hearthstone is the newest DLC had dropped. And we're on the cusp of getting ready for the new expansion. So the next expat will drop on June 2nd, and it's called Raymore. And I'm excited about this for several reasons. One is that it's going to be, yes, we're going to have a new trial, so another 12-man raid. I can't wait for that. But it's going to be taking us more into that Dawnguard storyline. We're getting more of vampirism. So Forbes gave us a little write-up that I wanted to read real quick. It's short. It's set more than 900 years before the events of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Western Skyrim isn't exactly how players remember it. An ancient vampire leading a terrifying army of vampires, witches, and werewolves have twisted a once idyllic land. With the vampire menace threatening Tamriel with a ruthlessness unlike players have faced to date, they'll be forced to work together to quell the Harrow storms terrorizing the land. So we're getting ready to transition into that right now. And soon, I think it's going to be in 2, maybe 3 weeks, we're going to have it to where in the game we'll have our prequel storyline, our progression in, that's going to have us go and collect different things and return them into the quest giver. And that's where it's going to initially start telling us what's going on in this part. But it's opening up the western part of the world to us, which we haven't quite had yet. We've got some of the eastern parts, like with having East March. We don't have the central part where like Whiterun is and stuff yet. They just don't want us to see the damn graybeards. But in this, we are going to have, like I said, the new dungeon. There's going to be new not new dungeon, but new trial. There's going to be a new public dungeon. I think it's going to actually be 2. There's going to be new delves for us to get into. The whole point of this storyline is to fix and make it better with the lifeline of the vampirism skill in the game. The skills themselves are getting an overhaul as to how they will work and operate. So people that, like me, I'm a tank. I never use any of the vampire skills. I use it for the passives. So this is going to make it to where people who actually do DPS are going to want to actually use some of these skills and be a vampire and have it to where it's not just tanks being vampires anymore. We're going to have more people in the game. It's going to be a more dark and gritty version of what we're already playing in the game. And they're giving us a piece by piece, fragmenting back together the world that we know, because this actually occurs, the ESO part of the storyline all occurs before all the other Elder Scroll games in the series. So we're going to be getting a glimpse of Solitude, Morthal, Labyrinthian, Dragonbridge, and the Blackreach Tavern. So that's the new section that is going to be opening up in the game for us on the map. We still got some territories that are not necessarily grayed out, but we can't access them yet. So we're going to be able to venture into these. And it's exciting because we've never in the games been able to see the whole world collectively as it exists, all of Nurn. We get a little section here and then you can't go outside of it. You're just in like your little state or province or region or territory, not getting the full scope. And slowly as they're adding in all the expansions and the expansion patches or packs, we're getting to watch the build of the entire world. So kind of giving us all the backstory that we never had. It's like in Skyrim, we had the Dragon Guard. We got to fight them. But then now we get to interact with them versus they're just the bad guy. So I'm excited about that. I've got to get my pre-order, of course. But like I said, that comes out on June 2nd. Oh, and this time they're screwing us over. The last expat, the big one they did, if you did pre-orders, usually we would get like a tabletop, like a coffee table book and a statue. The last one they did, they really kind of screwed the gamers over and gave us only digital loot. So you got like a mount, and you got a pet, and you got this crap. and this stuff's cool, but for the true like real like hardcore enthusiast, you find more enjoyment out of the like extra stories that you get in these books. But my favorite's actually been the journal Razumdar, and I keep that in my coffee table to protect it from my cats and everything. It's just leather bound. I mean, they give us these nice books that are leather bound and everything. They put the time and work into it, and they did give us that last time, and they noticed it in their sales. They didn't have nearly as many pre-orders, didn't have as much interest, not as much sales, because they took away things that added in the actual game itself, because the game itself was already digital. So now we're going to have more of the statues coming back. I don't know what this one looks like yet. As soon as I get an image, I'll make sure I save it and get it for the next show. But like, I already have 2 of them up on my bookshelf over here. I've got the statue of Mafala, and I also have the boss from Halls of Fabrication, the final boss there. He was also from one of the expansions. So I'm looking forward to them bringing that back. They're doing it as a smarter sales tactic. The last time when they did it, I understand why they went digital, you know, because it's not as much overhead in a way, and it's more of a profit for them. And they did charge the exact same amount. And I was like, I am not paying $90 for all digital crap. There's no way you can get me to do that. The only thing physical you could get back then was the disc. That was it. So that was a disappointment when they released Elsewhere. And I was hoping there would be like a little statue of Razumdar or Khajiit or anything, or Joan and Joe. We didn't get that. They gave us just digital crap, and the digital stuff was cool, but I'm going to get one of those mounts anyway when I do the generic cheap pre-order. So I didn't need the extra ones.
Looking at it from a
I
collector's
don't ride so many horses.
perspective.
Yeah, so they have learned from that, and they're bringing that back. So that is something exciting, because it's giving the people who are really invested in the game, really care about the lore. Having those tabletop copy books or coffee table books are really nice. And I mean, they're this thick, about this big around usually, and they're very nice. Actually, one of my friends didn't have one a few times back, so I gave him my book. I mailed it to him. And I was like, look, you're not getting my one that's Razumdar's Journal. I will not give that up. But that one's mine. But it's harder to find those because people don't want to put those on eBay. They want to keep them and collect them. So this one, you got to have your pre-order in. I think it was by the 29th of May. I'm going to be double checking on that so I can let people know, like, hey, deadline. Like, you know, if you're going to pre-order, you want to pre-order now so you can get your pack of everything. So that's something that like I'm geared up for, and a lot of people in the game are geared up for, because you know, I'm in a guild, and a lot of other guilds are all talking about it. So they're hoping in a way to bring some of the players back into the game that they lost when they didn't want to do the pre-order to get digital stuff. People were kind of like, I'm done, that's it. And they went off and played like Division 2 and back to Destiny, and I don't blame them. And so this is ZeniMax trying to get their fan base back, and I hope they will. But the new changes to the skill lines, they're making more of a balance. Poor kitty, a Khajiit. But having more of a balance to the skill lines is also going to make it more enjoyable again too. So we're all kind of getting geared up for that. And who doesn't love a new trial? Like, especially if you're an endgame level player, you want that harder content. So that'll be nice to see. Hopefully we're gonna have some new cool skins come into play. And I was trying to look up some stats on it because I wanted to be able to kind of compare and see, oh, here's the picture of the Buster Greymoor. It's gonna be the Vampire Lord statue. Ooh, it looks pretty cool. Hold on. If I can get, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this to work very well. So that's going to be the new statue. I promise it'll look way cooler than it does on my screen here. But the I was trying to find out some stats on with the PlayStation 5 coming, since they're saying not all, but most of the games should be reverse compatible. Because I'm going as a player, I'm deep invested into this game. I can't afford for that to not be backwards compatible until the new disc launch, basically, because I don't want it downloaded into my drive. I'm weird like that. I like to have my disc, just in case my whole drive goes kaput. Like, 'cause then I'm in trouble. but I can always put a new disc in the end system. So
Mhm.
I'm hoping that it will be reverse compatible with that because there's most so rumor will be that both the Xbox and PlayStations that when their new versions come out, they will mostly be reverse compatible for their top games. Now, Grounded, we don't know if that's necessarily the case. I was also looking at I know from the PlayStation statistics, they're going to be like, it's going to have a state drive. And I didn't know anything. I wanted to ask you, Angie, do you know if the new Xbox solid state drive? I assume it will. I heard someone
The new
like,
Xbox
based
will?
on, yeah, they based on, oh, it's going to be more powerful than what we're looking at stats wise for the new PlayStation. And that's fine. I mean, I'm all for competition. I really hate on press because controllers mess up my hands because they're just too big.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it will
I
run
assume that they would
better,
go solid
but
state too. But I think they're gonna go solid state as well. If not, that's something they definitely should do because solid state drives are just the way to go. And the creator for Last of Us 2 is actually really excited that PlayStation said they are going solid state drive. So this makes more capability. Ooh.
that was 15.
Yeah. See, I
You
could
want the
go
full
and help
15.
people.
Woo!
Yeah, I'll have to look more into the Xbox stuff.
Because I was just looking at it so that we can help people accurately. I'll look up more on the PlayStation stuff and we can compare notes. Because to me, I'm not one of those people like, who's better? Who cares? What one am I going to actually play? For me, it's a choice of I've got tiny hands and I've got an issue where my fingers dislocate. So I've got to make choices based on that. I wish I had the ability to cheat just based on the games because probably only Beach.
Mac, what
It's
are
not that I
you
don't have
doing?
Xbox in the house.
I'm
He likes
listening.
being Sonic. It's cosplay time.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I'm Sonic. Carry on, don't bother me. Don't bother me. I'm just trying to freak out.
Is there word yet on that con, by the way, Angie?
Huh?
The con. Is there anything, the anime con in July? Is there any more word on that yet? Like
Oh,
how it
I
may be
haven't
impacted by.
heard anything on that yet, but I also think it's just going to be postponed for a minute, but I also don't know for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. I mean, I've still got plans to go. I haven't heard nothing about RTX or
I thought RTX got canceled.
it did.
I
Yeah,
thought so. Yeah.
Okay.
RTX got canceled.
Well, the only con on the list is the anime.
TwitchCon,
Well, TwitchCon. That
if
TwitchCon.
that's still happening.
Yeah, I mean, goodness gracious, fucking.
It's the Dragon Con like in late August, and I think it's still going.
I don't think it's gonna get into. I don't think this thing gonna go past May. I think May is when everything gets better. I think people again.
I hope.
I hope everything is overreacted because once this thing probably passes, everybody like, okay, it's back on, everybody. Oh shit. But anyway, so
Oh no, Dragon Con is supposed to be early September this year.
all right. Well, so with that said, people, well, Blaze is done, but we got one more question. One more question and one more question. You ain't gonna be one. Andrew, you're not gonna be one. So what game? I'm serious about this. What game will probably work with George R.R. Martin's mind? If George R.R. Martin can take any game and mold it into his own creation, just like game, or it turns it into Game of Thrones. What game would work with his mind?
God of War.
God of War would so work with his mind.
It so work with him. It would, because God of War is like,
Thing, everybody.
yeah, you win. God of War would work because there's sex and blood and violence.
Violence.
It will work. I mean,
great storylines like God of War.
Yeah, I mean, he could sex up Mortal Kombat.
And I don't think that one works with his mind too much. I think Mortal Kombat's more along the lines of like Tolkien.
Yeah, Token would work. And here's some funny ones, Andrew. I'm not being funny here. I think Token could do something with Zelda.
I'm not saying like any of those were wrong. It was just like
Well, look. I know you said F you, Max.
Are you
Now
saying
I'm
that
Max.
because Link's not-
I mean, I think Token could work with Zelda.
no, I think Zelda would be pretty good with Tolkien for sure. It was just at the point when you thought I was walking off because I got upset. I wasn't upset at that. The internet was going weird again.
No, but George, I'm just playing with you about George R. R. Martin. But it's just funny. It's just a joke just to see. I mean, I could picture it. Just
I could totally picture it.
I can totally picture it. Like he would probably find some fucked up way to make Zelda and Link like related, and they're fucking, and Link just push a kid out a balcony for some odd reason.
Why would you
Oh.
go straight to that? That's not Game of Thrones. That's not all Game of Thrones.
That was just the first episode, dude. The one kid.
You know what?
He became king.
He probably only knows that one because that was probably the only episode.
No, I know.
He's like, I know all of Game of Thrones.
No, the Prince actually did better because that built character in him. He didn't let up. Even though all his bones was broken, he still managed to be
His
a good
spine
person.
was broken.
He still managed. He still was getting better. I mean, he kept rising up. He's like, this ain't gonna beat me.
He
And
didn't do shit. He got pushed around the whole entire show.
I mean, look.
Mac, you need to work better on your arguments.
Look, Tyrion.
And then he became the three-eyed raven and didn't do shit with that. Except during the whole Battle of Winterfell, look through the eyes of a raven and not do shit to help.
That is a good point.
Thank you. That was I never understood that. I was like, why do you make
Nobody understood the 8th season.
And, like he killed off his favorite character, and that makes no sense whatsoever.
Look,
I mean,
look.
it kind of did, but when you have Bron doing giddly squat, like not a goddamn thing, why did Hodor die then? Like, what was the fucking point?
I don't
Like, why did
understand
you make me
why
cry?
Daenerys had to turn into the Mad Queen. Like the entire series, she was fine. And then boom, she goes stark raving mad and Jon has to kill her.
Look. I stopped watching after the 3rd season. I just stopped.
I'm pretty sure you stopped watching after the 3rd episode.
No, I didn't. I actually loved it. I love Tyrion Lannister because he's just like me. He always pay his debts. I always pay my debts. Lannister always pay his debts. I pay my debts. I'm a Lannister. But I don't have sex with my cousins or anybody.
Not
Sister.
all Lannisters
It
do.
wasn't-
It was literally just the one.
Hold on, wait a minute. I feel like
That's
the
another thing.
That's not true.
Why did
because Jon
Jaime-
Snow banged his aunt. Don't forget.
I don't want to know why
Jon Snow
Jamie had to
banged
leave
his
and go die with Cersei.
Yeah.
He could have been very happy with Brienne of Tarth.
simple cat. They were fucking and they loved each other.
Fucked for a while, okay?
Look, hold on, time out. I know this for a fact.
He threatened
When-
to kill him multiple times.
When Joffrey died, which was the best moment in this whole damn series, because I literally watched that death and it was
Amen to
awesome.
that. I will agree with that.
When Joffrey died, that was the best
That was
death.
First
They were-
correct thing you've said.
The first thing she did, the first thing Jamie did was just looked at him and was like, "Oh yeah, I know your son's dying. Let's just fuck, cause I just love doing it." And they had sex. If I'm not mistaken, that's what happened.
So you're leaving the whole fact about their fucked up love child alone?
I don't want to
Oh,
listen.
you forget about that?
All three of them. All three of the kids.
Yeah, and you're not forgetting the fact that Joffrey had Sansa's and Arya's and Rob's and Jon's father beheaded for no apparent
No
reason.
For no
Look, I gotta-
reason.
I gotta go back and watch this show again.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, get your facts straight, Mac.
No.
Look, all I know is
Can we
blood
just
is-
point out the many times that Cersei has tried to kill her own brothers?
Too many.
Well, she didn't kill Jimmy, did she? She didn't
Tried.
kill.
She threatened to kill him.
I mean, she wasn't gonna
She
kill.
basically
I
did.
mean,
She
she wasn't-
basically did.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna kill Jamie.
Wrapped around her finger, he could have left and lived.
He was
No,
out.
he
He
was
wasn't
about
even
to
in
get
the
out
goddamn
before her.
city.
Hold
He
on,
was
what?
with Brienne, all happy. They were about to start their romance, and then he just fucks it all up. I'm pretty
So,
sure. No, he left after he had sex with her.
He didn't deserve her. He was not a good enough man.
He had
He
sex
deserved
with
her.
Brienne, took her virginity, and then he went to fuck his sister.
Yeah, I love Brienne.
Wait a minute. I will look. Look, I'm
Cried,
y'all.
too.
Y'all are
Brienne
telling me.
cried.
Y'all are telling me to watch this series again. Look, I want to know one thing and one thing only. Do Jamie or Cersei actually cook each other? Come on.
What?
Do they cook each other?
I don't know what that means.
Like
What?
literally use somebody to get
Like,
sex. They use somebody to make the other person jealous.
That's all Cersei does.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm
Yeah.
watching this.
That's all Cersei is.
Well, she's a whore.
Fucking using people.
Okay, well, went into a Game of Thrones hole. Let's stop doing that. Game of Thrones, the game would be awesome though. But
They
that's just,
have the Telltale game,
but that's just God
and
of
they have
War.
some other versions too, like other Game of Thrones.
Well,
games.
according to Zach, Telltale's dead.
It's not Tall Tale, it's Telltale,
Telltale, fuck.
and it's not like dead. It's coming back, kind of.
Watch, you gonna put in the chat. It's dead.
Oh, he's been gone for a little bit.
Damn it, Zach. But yeah. I think I do agree with Blaze that God of War would be awesome for him. It's awesome. I mean, blood, violence, sex. I mean, didn't it had this is one of those weirdest games, but didn't it have like a monster with I'm not gonna talk about that. That monster was just weird.
It's Greek mythology, Mac. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
no.
We already talked about brothers and sisters fucking, so.
Well, I mean, it did
Can't
have
get
like
any weirder than that.
no, it had a monster with 800 titties on it or something, or that's a different game. I think it was something else. That might be. I don't know. There was a monster. It was weird.
I don't remember that in God of War. I mean, I remember the threesome in the first God of War. That was interesting.
What about The Witcher?
No, I don't need any such brought into that game and to that storyline in that world. I like that very much on its own. Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling we're gonna Blaze. I have a feeling we're gonna talk about.
Weird to toss a to your sister, and I'm just not having that.
True. I mean, Blaze, I have a feeling we're gonna like move this to GF1 for some odd reason. We're gonna probably bring this up, and Zach is gonna shake his head like, "What the fuck are y'all guys talking about?" There's a good chance.
By the way.
Oh, but yeah, it intrigued me. I mean, if Jar Jar and Martin does Mega Man, that will fuck me up. Andrew's like, revenge.
No, I was keeping track of something.
Like Mega Man literally just killing somebody with his buster. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that.
Oh.
Blowing them up and the blood everywhere.
Well then.
I mean, it did happen. I mean, it was Mega Man X4.
Mac, you got issues.
No, Mega Man X4.
You got some issues.
Look, I grew up with Mortal Kombat.
So did I. Do you see me like going around saying like to kill everybody? No.
No, I mean, I don't say I want to kill everybody. I just want to do the bicycle kick and kick the shit out of them.
Dude, that's a movie. It's called Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, I mean, look. Roadhouse taught me a lot of things. I ripping throats, and there's a guy obviously there's some guy that used to fuck guys like him in prison. I mean, that's weird. I mean, I want a T-shirt of that.
We're going G1 now, aren't we?
Yeah. We'll probably get down GF1, but yeah. Angie, I want a shirt of that of the guy from Roadhouse, and he's sitting there he ripped the throat, and he's like, I used to fuck guys like you in prison. He's just like, no, Mac.
Well, I don't know
I
about
wish we
y'all,
could,
but I
like-
gotta get going.
I was gonna
Alright,
say
alright,
it's
it's getting there.
close.
It's getting
Yeah.
there. We're just dragging on. All right, people plugs. Cat.
All right. Yeah. I'm They Call Me Cat. You can find me on Twitter at they_call me cat, Instagram at they call me cat 94. You can find me on Twitch at they call me cat. I will try to be going live later today, but we will see if I can get it to work because things don't like to work for me lately. But yay!
Yay! Blaze.
You can find me on Twitch and YouTube at Pyretta Sapphire. That's with one P. Or you can find Twitter at Pyretta Blaze. Stop.
That's it. Okay. Angie.
Yeah.
Angelic Sin.
Well, as you guys know, you can find me here on the Game Fixers channel. You can find me on my own YouTube channel at Angelic Sin, same as the gamer tag right there on the screen. And then you can also find me on Mixer, mixer.com/Angelic Sin. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok.
And I'm Mac. Nah, I'm
Great
Mac.
job, Mac.
Great. Fuck all y'all. I'm back. I'm the owner of Game Fixer channel. I run a lot of these shows. I love working with these guys. They're awesome. I love working with everybody I come in contact with. They're all awesome. Everybody that works with me. If you just saw a few days ago, we just did a GF1 Sports is back. We're back, baby. That was a good episode where we were talking about NFL free agency, and we went over our top NFL games. Where I said my favorite NFL game was the Super Bowl, which was a Super Bowl that involved a comeback. If you want to know what game that is, go watch the show because it was interesting. So it was pretty interesting, fun show. We talked about the Knicks and how the Knicks suck. Go watch the show. We also got Binge Watch, which we're currently working on. Binge Watch we're currently working on. And also GF1, the GF1 podcast coming soon. Got another episode. Blaze will be on that too. She's gonna be the third seat and the co-host on that episode. Blaze is just basically on everything these days. She's gonna be on all those shows.
Be warned.
Yeah, be warned. This is where so right now you're getting Tame Blaze, and now you're gonna get she said Skinamax. Yeah, she said Skinamax, but it's not Skinamax. Yeah, we're potty mouthing. We're going like that's gamer. That's Game Fixers Dark. That's where we get. That's where the dark shit happens. This is where we literally talk really dark shit. But go watch that show. Also, last but certainly not least, before we go to certainly not least, we got a store. Go get our store. If you want to
get our store,
go to our store. Yeah, go buy some stuff out of the store. You can go get the classic season 5, the season 5 shirt, which is the perfectly Sonic one, which is awesome. Also get
if you go to shop.spreadshirt.com/GF1.
Exactly. And also you can go get the future I used to fuck guys like you in prison shirt, which would be awesome, from Roadhouse.
Oh, Mac. You and I both know that Spreadshirt's gonna be like, nope.
Yeah, that's probably right. All right, but you can go we got more shirts than just this. We got plenty of shirts, and you can go get you. So go sponsor the channel. The best way, if you want to sponsor around, the best way to sponsor the channel, if you do your duty and go get your shirt and spread the word, because they're nice and soft and they're all in all sizes. Guys, if it can fit me, it'll fit you. Don't worry. We got extra small people. Extra small. Anyway, so go over there and also make sure you watch our main show on the channel, which everybody loves, Gamer Grudge. Gamer Grudge will come up in the Grudge with our we got our season shit. We're coming down to the semifinals matches, which are going to be happening in the next weeks. So semifinals matches will be happening. We'll be doing them back-to-back weeks. We'll be doing it back-to-back, so that way we can get you more Gamer Grudge goodness. You will get your semifinals matches next time, and it's going to be a fun one because we got 2 people that actually are going to get up in here and fight. So If you want to go hang out, get your popcorn, and be hanging out with this in your house, it's going to be fun and get your action and get people yelling at each other for no reason. Well, for a belt. But anyway, that's it for all I got to say because Andrew's giving me that glare like,
I'm
shut
not. Okay, no, I'm not giving you any glare. I am looking at my second monitor.
Well, no, wait a minute. It's not you. I forgot. It was Cat giving me a glare. Cat's like, shut the
Cat's
fuck
not
up.
even on the screen at the moment, Mac.
She's secretly glaring me. all right, guys. But Cat, you know I love you. I know I love all y'all. All right, we'll see y'all next time on another episode of GF15, which will be in April. See you guys. Peace. Bye.